channel. Today I'm finally sharing about my 2023 Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sports. This is my dream bike and my daily adventure rider in Singapore. So this is the 2023 version and I actually bought it for second hand for about $44,500 from a used bike shop. However, some of you might actually be wondering, why not just get the latest model? Well, the main reason is because I'm 1.8 meter tall and definitely the new model comes with a 19-inch front wheel. However, with this setup of the 19-inch front wheel, it will cause a result in a loss of height clearance, which I did not want to. I wanted this 21-inch front wheel version and I feel that it's more natural for me, because the tallest instance actually suits my height better and give me more feel of the adventure riding. Plus, I have to say that this white color variant actually caught the attention of my eyes. Looking at the red and actually the blue accent on the tank actually stands out. Just to share a bit about the specification of this bike. So this is the manual version, the 2023 Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sports. It runs on a 1084 parallel twin engine, pushing out about 101 horsepower and of course 105 Newton meter of torque. However, it doesn't feel like it is this low of horsepower. This bike actually really pushes whenever you ask it for more power. Of course, it weighs around 238 kg, so I pretty think that it's actually quite heavy for me, considering I'm a skinny guy. It also has a Showa suspension, cornering ABS, different riding modes, cruise control, and of course not forgetting the 7-inch TFT display. This TFT display comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which gives you the convenience of riding far distance. Of course, the fuel capacity is about 24.8 litre, which actually gives you over a range of about 400 km, but depends on how you ride. And the kilometer may vary. For me, personally, I actually get about 500 km of range. This is also a touchscreen TFT display, where you can navigate through and of course, it makes traveling much easier. However, the bad side about this Africa Twin is it takes very long to load up on the screen. But I'm not being complained about the features because ultimately it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And of course, now my current mileage is about 12,640. I bought this bike at around 7,000. Everything is smooth for now and it has different various control. Power control, torque control, ABS control, electronic suspension. It even has the screen on the mileage and you have able to adjust the suspension, whether are you a single rider, are you single with luggage, or are you with pillion or pillion with luggage. It has different traction control and of course the good thing, it has Apple CarPlay, which make navigation easy. Now let's go to the accessories. I've added on since actually owning it and I have done a few small upgrades on it. First, I got the pedal mount that I have actually bought from Taobao. This pedal mount actually cost me a few bucks on Taobao and I use it to mount my phone and of course I use it to mount my Insta360 for filming. Next, I actually got the Shark 7-litre tank bag. It's the TR10 version. It costs about $140 plus $18 for the one-click adapter system, which also got it from Taobao. And of course, to answer one of my viewer comment, yes, after mounting this bag, this IU does not feel like it hit it, even though when the handlebar is fully locked on either side. If you want a full review, do remember to check out my other video on this. So just to demonstrate, I will do a full lock on this bike and you can see that it actually really barely hits it. Okay, In Singapore, because we have this IU unit for our electronic ERP, therefore it's actually quite of a big equipment to be mounted on the bike. I've actually also added the 8-liter side bag from Motorwolf on Taobao. This is actually quite a steal on the quality. I'm surprised by how cheap it is at about $10, and of course the quality that you get is no differs from the other that you can get online. Of course, I have also added the lighting of the Motorwolf from Taobao as well. However, this slightly costs about $110. It has a yellow light, white light, and of course different flashing mode. It also comes with a relay harness, so installation was straightforward. I've done it myself. I've also added a cup holder, also from Motorwolf, for about $10, and a seat cover from Taobao, also around $10. So for stability, I actually added the side stand foot enlarger, also about $5 from Taobao, which really helped for parking on uneven surfaces. Of course, the center stand is come from the previous owner, which is a big plus. Now is my favorite, which is the 3 pannier setup. It is a stainless steel. It comes from the brand of Box ADV from also Taobao. It costs about $900, and it's probably one of the cheapest full set on the market, considering it comes with the pannier, and the quality is excellent. It comes with inner lining and even the backrest. For full detail of the breakdown on this, you can actually check out my previous video. And of course, the lastly I did not feature in this video is the 40-liter luggage bag. I got 2 of it from Motorwolf, each about $20. With that bag, I can easily mount the bag on both of my side pannier, and with that I will have a 46-liter left side pannier, a 37-liter right side pannier, 45-liter top box, and of course 2 20-liter bags on the side box. And not forgetting, I have a 2 8-liter side bag and a 7-liter tank bag. All in all, I can carry about 191 liter of storage, perfect for touring and multi-day trip. On the road of Africa Twin, it feels super balanced. The manual gearbox really gives the engaging ride, smooth, precise shift, as well as nice mechanical that makes every gear change is so satisfying. The clutch feels light and predictable, making it easy to handle on Singapore stop and go traffic. Once you're out in the open road heading towards north, the gear are spaced out perfectly, such that you can cruise at comfortable speed, even with higher gear, does not even feel like the engine is struggling. And of course, it's a 1000-liter and 84cc engine that surprises me how much torque this can deliver, although on paper it does not seem so. Whether overtaking on the traffic or rolling through the city streets, there's always enough power to tap when you really need it. A lot of people may ask me if this bike is overkill for Singapore road. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But for me, it's all about the experience. I really love long riding trip up north to Malaysia and even maybe Thailand. And this bike just eat up the miles comfortably. The comfort and the wind protection, the upright riding position, everything just fit. It's a big bike, but once you're moving, it's surprisingly nimble. And yeah, this is the story of my Africa Twin. How I got it, what I've done so far, and why I choose this model over the new one. Of course, I'll be doing more videos about probably maintenance, modification, or even maybe more riding trips. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what are the bikes that you are riding or eyeing next. Of course, BMW GS was my choice as well. However, the price point wasn't really reasonable for it. I'm paying almost double that I can get on the Honda. And what's else? Of course, the cost of maintenance is slightly cheaper. I wouldn't hold up your time. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Remember to ride safe.